This is part 2 in my series on stock analysis with Python. And if you haven't seen part 1, you may want to take a look at that. We talk about where we're going, and this is the code we ended up with on that first video. So we're going to kind of pick it up from here. Here we download data from a specific stock exchange, and if we run that, we sort of get a data frame, right? And all the metadata is there, so company name, so forth. If we want to use that for something else, we can. What I want to do is sort of filter out the symbols to one of these security types. So common stock, ETF, fund, right? There are a few types, and we're going to allow that functionality before we go ahead and start downloading data. All right, so I'll just add a function here. All right, and we'll call this one get security type. And we're going to pass in exchange data. So basically what we're saying is we're going to pass into this function the result of this function. And then we're going to look for a type. And I'm going to make it default to, I guess common stock does make sense. Okay, I'm going to add a little documentation here. All right, so this is going to return a list. Okay, so this is going to allow us to just see one of these securities that we're interested in. Those are what's available from this specific exchange. On other exchanges, all right, certainly international exchanges, there may be other designations. Okay, so I'll just store in a variable here that exchange data frame, and I'm going to filter it. To whatever the specified type is, and then all I'm going to do here is return those symbols. All right, and at this point all I want is the code, and then I'll return it as a list. So let's go ahead and test that, and I'm not going to do this one anymore. I will use this get security type. Looks like I missed in the parentheses there. All right, let's try and see what that gets us. Okay, so there are our symbols. All right, so there's quite a few of them there. Again, I probably, if I try to download all these, you may want to do it to sort of curate your own data set here. All right, but I'm not going to do it in this video. That will take quite a bit of time. Lots of securities. In fact, you know, you could probably run a length on that to see how many there are, right? But it's on the order of a few thousand anyway. Okay, I'm going to also one thing that they don't have on end-of-day historical data is S&P 500. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write a function that goes out and gets just those S&P 500 symbols. All right, a couple arguments here. All right, and then I'll probably use this to go ahead and do some data testing because it's a smaller data set, and it'll sort of download quickly. All right, but we're going to get a list of the symbols here or the company names or whatever we want from S&P 500. And all right, I went out and got a current list, or a pretty current list of S&P 500. And you can see you get symbol, name, and sector in the CSV file. Okay, so we're just going to write a function that reads this and either returns the whole thing or just the symbols. Once again, we'll put a little documentation there, and it'll return metadata there, and then I'll put the sectors out here so it's easy to figure out what you can filter by. So there's communication. Okay, so there are sectors, right? And, you know, by default, we're not going to have a sector, so it would return all of the S&P 500. All right, and so let's write some code that allows us to either do that or filter it down to just a specific sector. And then this is going to be pretty straightforward. We're going to use Pandas here, and then we're going to read that CSV file. And I'm just going to go out and get that S&P 500 CSV. And then we'll just add a little bit of logic here to allow for these parameters to change. All right, so if there's a sector, we're going to filter. And then if they just want the symbol, we're going to filter just on that column. All right, and otherwise, we'll just return the whole data frame. Okay, let's go ahead and test that one. All right, I'll just sort of comment this out. And okay, let's try it with the defaults. Okay, so used one of my favorite tricks here, which is to forget to put the equal sign in. Somehow I think that happens automatically, and no, it doesn't. All right, let's try again. All right, so there is the list of symbols, right? So by default, it goes as true. No sector, so we got 500, and yeah, there's actually 505. All right, some symbols are dual listed. All right, and then let's run it again with false here. So if you spell it right, it'll probably work. Okay, so there's the entire CSV file, right? And then I'm going to limit the sector. Okay, so there are our energies. So now we are able to go out, look for symbols on a specific exchange. We're able to filter that by some kind of type, and we're able to go ahead and look at stocks that are just in the S&P 500. All right, so next up, we're going to go and download and start sort of curating the data that we download.